What is going on, everyone? Before I get to guest tonight, um, I'm gonna do a little explaining on my YouTube or my not my YouTube, my Instagram posts that I've been putting up. Right now, it's more of me trying to help out other people in the same boat. I know I could easily find one on Facebook or something and completely skip that whole process. But until everybody gets on board and Harley realizes they don't need to be doing this crap, nothing's going to change. That's the whole point of it, is to get their attention. The second one, uh, anybody wanting to do a cooking segment on Beyond the Microwave, I invite everybody who wants to do it and come on and do it. 100% fine with that. You can Instagram me, and I'll give you my information for Google Drive, and you can upload your video, and then I can take it. I'm gonna create a new intro and a new outro specifically for that. That's really not branded. It's more of a generic, and then I'm gonna add that person's stuff in it. So if you want to do it, hit me up. I think this will be fun, and everybody can start joining in and having some fun because it's not about me. It's just about everybody having fun, and maybe some people gain subs from it. And it's not a big deal for my views or my subs. Not doing it for that reason. But for tonight, we have a very special guest. He once fought a saber-toothed tiger for the fun of it, ran track with Father Time, helped create the airplane and the very first Harley Davidson. He is the one, the only DDK.
What's going on, guys?
How is it going?
It's going well, other than been pissing rain all day.
Yeah, it got kind of windy here, like around 12 and around 4 or 5. Wind hit the house pretty hard. I seen old Ray had hail up there, the HELL kind, not the HAI.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
It's been some pretty bad weather today, all the way around the south.
yeah, it looks like it split Tennessee. It looks like Alabama and Kentucky got the worst of it, and that sucks. But at least we kind of fared pretty good. I think the mountains where we're at helps us a lot.
Well, and we're also down in this valley; it shields us from a lot.
Yeah, Briceville Mountain, I think, is a big savior for us.
It is.
So,
but if we ever got a tornado in here, kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh yeah, we had one across the ridge in front of my house over in Marlow. One touchdown and hit over there. I could hear it from my bedroom, but I couldn't see it. So I was standing out on the front porch for the thing too. It wasn't even raining, but I could hear it across the ridge. So I want you on here tonight because I want to let everybody get to know you a little bit. In tonight's episode, I did have to do a little digging and reach out to some brothers and sisters for some pictures and stuff. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start at the beginning. So we know we don't have an exact date of birth for you, but we did get some family heirloom and photos showed.
My birth certificate's written on a scroll.
Well, this picture, I can believe that because this first submission has been in the family for a very long time, and I love your gun etiquette. So that's a Civil War, and yeah. So how was that?
Bloody.
Well,
hey, I survived.
I got some more. Let's see. This one here, I'm trying to remember the timeline here. I think this is good. This is a picture of you with the guys hanging out building the Empire State Building. So how did you not fall off?
Who says I didn't?
Oh, well, I guess that's a good way to to keep the being hidden from the government, right? Now, I got your first involvement when you got hooked on Harley Davidsons. It was actually photographed. So that's your very first Harley Davidson. How did it compare to the Harley Davidsons of today?
Those ridges were, when I was a younger man, that wasn't too bad. But age is catching up a little bit,
Well,
and I
I,
definitely don't like the pedal part of it either.
I know you're a Harley Davidson man through and through. And what a lot of people don't know is, back, I guess this was in the 1940s, maybe early 50s. Uh, we didn't know you had your own dealership. So was the dealership issues the same as they are today? Was Harley
No,
dictating everything then?
we had real customer service back then.
Yeah, a lot of pride in your work back then. I figure you'd like that a little bit. So before we get too far deep into this, I want to give a little shout outs here. We got Process, XAN, Biker, Gliding on Twos, Big James, Moto Noggins in the house, Hills on Two Wheels, Robert's in the house, 701 Traveler. I hope you're doing all right, buddy. Seen that truck all messed up. Roy's Moto Ventures is in the house. Roadie Riders, Evil Rick, Apple Glide. Wow, I kind of should have attached this at the beginning.
Yeah, some of them said hey, so I'm gonna say hey back to them. But when I get on these lives, a lot of times I don't even notice the side chat.
Yeah, I see Brian made it too. Thanks for coming by. And he did have a comment. Your early pictures were on the cave walls. I did try to find those, but they haven't been able to put them on the computer yet. Apparently, they're still on glass from where they took the original picture. We got Amateur Moose.
That's Apex Moose.
Apex Moose.
That is now Apex Moose.
Didn't he have like a soft tail before?
He's got 3 bikes now.
Oh, okay. Well, Flat Glide's here. And that's about it. So I'm gonna, if y'all had questions before I just got to the end of that, do me a favor to start asking them from here on out, because I'm gonna keep an eye on it so I can star them and get them up here on screen. So, oh Lord, I know Amateur Moose is gonna have some good ones. So tell everybody what kind of bike you actually have now.
Well, right now, got a 14, ultra limited, stage 1, not took it any further yet. Waiting on Bob to fly down from New Jersey to do my engine work. He keeps saying he's going to. He ain't showed up yet.
Who's Bob?
Robert, he's on the in our Discord channel.
Oh,
But he's somewhat of a motorcycle mechanic. We just give each other crap.
mm.
But yeah, I was teasing him about flying him in to do a 103 to 110 conversion on mine, which I really want to do. Just haven't pulled that trigger.
Yeah, I want to do a big build myself, and it's gonna be way bigger than 110 though.
There's Bob, Robert. We just call him Bob.
Ah, see, if you'd have said that, I'd have known from the get go.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm not in Discord. I wasn't allowed in because I'm friends with Meg.
Yeah, his nickname's Wreck-It Ralph. Because
Wreck-It Ralph.
he's got big hands, Sasquatch hands.
Oh, you wouldn't want him as a proctologist.
No.
Okay. Yeah. I bet there's a lot of wrenches get thrown in that shop. Yeah, so Amateur Moose is wanting to let you know that 110s have a lot of heat issues.
He is correct, but mine's twin cooled, and I would build it back as a twin cooled too.
Yeah,
And plus,
mine's
if I
not.
had to, I wouldn't hesitate a bit to put them old kitty jugs on the side of it. Don't hurt me none.
Yeah, no, I thought about a 110 because that's what the CVO Pro Street has. But here recently, learning more about the right builders to do the job and the one that's actually turning heads, I'll end up going there and dropping the money and having the fastest twin cam,
Yeah, they
or at least one of the fastest.
I know there's a guy down in Georgia that, from everything I've heard and looked at, he does some really good work. Kevin Baxter. I mean, I think he even does YouTube.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he does some really good work. But they actually do. I looked at the Fuel Moto kit, the 110, the 103 to 110 conversion, and looking at the dyno numbers on it was just amazing. It wasn't real high up on the horsepower. It isn't, like 113, 114 horsepower, which that's more than what I need. But what it did have, it had close to 140 foot-pounds of torque. Torque was more what I'm interested in. I'm not a small fella, so I like that torque.
Till it bucks you right off the bike. So, seeing how you're down the street from me, a lot of people don't realize it. You're probably what 3, maybe 4 miles down the street from me.
Yeah, no, it was less than 5, I'm sure.
I mean, I seen you out here practicing. I seen you run by the house, punch that black bear in the face, and then took off running back to the house. Training for that fight with Chris Venus.
Yeah,
So,
I made it known from the get-go. I was punching him one time in the face and then running like hell and just hoping he don't catch me.
well, I mean, that bear didn't get up for a little bit, so I mean, he might be a little screwed there. Um, so going on that. Sorry, I just got sidetracked with the comment.
Oh, it's fine.
The multitasking sucks. My intern's off tonight again. Um, so what you got planned for this year as far as where's Papal going?
Well, don't know about VAM, the plans for VAM this year. I enjoyed it last year. Uh, I've not made that a definite whether I'm going or not to the VAM again. Uh, Definitely is going to do the your September rally or meetup. Planning on heading out there and doing the little uh, Dallas house party, so to speak, because I don't think there's a whole lot of riding involved in that. That's just more of a let's get together and have a good time. Maybe a little bit of riding, don't know.
Mhm.
And every year, at least twice a year, I usually take a 3 to 4 day trip with me and one of the guys I work with. We just take off. I mean, we don't make no grand plans. We kind of get an area where we're wanting to go ride, and then we just take off and we'll do an 8, 10 hour day riding, and then we'll just grab a hotel somewhere and just repeat the next day.
Hmm.
And like this last year, I think, of course, we hit the Blue Ridge Parkway again this last year, and got off up actually close to where Droop's from, up around close to Independence, Virginia, and then shot up through there and went up, of course, the back of the Dragon again. I've rode that a few times. So that's if you ever get a chance to go ride back of the Dragon, you'll enjoy it. It's a good ride. And then we
Mhm.
bounced over into West Virginia, come back around through Kentucky, and then come back down. I think we've done 1,500 miles in 3 days.
Mm. So Moose says that you've been everywhere, seen everything. Is hateful, starts every sentence with back in my day and ends with get the fuck off my lawn with gibberish between.
I can't dispute that comment.
Well, Bry's got a question that's kind of interesting. Did Eve have nice jugs when she gave you the apple?
Uh, she was the perfect woman right up to that point.
Mm.
Then she just got nasty.
So yeah, you was talking about my event. I guess I probably need to talk a little bit about this because right now my plans are changing for this year a little bit. So while I'm in Daytona, I'm going to scroll over to MMI and go check all that out. And I may enroll in that. So I'm probably will not be in town for the entire thing. If I do get enrolled and go down, then I'll be in Orlando for over a year. So
I can't believe you're going to do Ray's moto life like that.
Ray, I got full confidence Ray can handle it. I'm still going to come up. I'll probably end up being up here on that Friday. So while everybody's out riding, I'll be booking it back up from Orlando. Unless there, no, I don't think there's a holiday that weekend. So yeah, I should be booking it up. I'll be here for Saturday to take the ride through the bucket list ride. But excuse me, Ray can handle it. He's more than capable. I already gave him the info to get the group rate on the hotel. So as soon as he gets that and gets back with me, then we'll all post it up and throw everything down. It might be a little bit for him on that Friday, but I'll have some backup to help him come be here for it. But I probably need to let that be known. I am going to come back for it on that Friday. I don't know what time I'll be back Friday, but I will be coming in on that
Well,
Friday.
what kind of an ass would you be to be planning this and then not show up for your own event?
I mean, life happens. I mean, it sucks in a way, but it's awesome in another way.
Oh, I know what
So
you're talking about. If you can get in down there and get started, hey,
yeah,
yeah,
and it could be
I was saying,
I'm not even enrolled yet until after that event. But right now, I'm kind of planning everything as I'll already be enrolled because I think I'll probably be enrolled by June, maybe July, August timeframe. So there's still some moving parts that can break and not make it happen, but it's looking like it's a good possibility. So
that's what I was talking about earlier. I just wonder if there's a waiting list or anything to get in. Of course, Nori could probably tell you that.
I'm sure there probably is. I'm assuming that when I come back from Daytona, I'll have my mind made up what I'm doing. So it'll just be a nest egg, get nest egg up just in case something happens and my pay don't start immediately and roll. And I'm sure it probably don't take too terribly long to get enrolled, but and why not? VA's gonna pay for it.
No, I'm paying for it.
I can say I paid for it when I was just still in. So I mean, it is what it is. It'll be
Oh,
fun.
I'm just busting you balls.
I'll still be doing videos and stuff down there. Lives, I don't know. I don't know about my lives down there. I got to figure that out. That'll be something I'll figure out once I get down there. Um, but I'm not going to be off the grid. I'll still be on here doing stuff, and I'll be on other people's channels. So not going away. I'm just going to be wandering around aimlessly, apparently. But so, what out of all your things are you most excited for?
I probably those little 3-4 day trips that I get to take off on. Those are probably some of the most enjoyment. It's not crowded. I mean, it's usually, like I said, it's me and a buddy of mine from work. Yeah, and most of the time, because we're usually traveling through the middle of the week. Usually by Saturday or Sunday, we're on our way back home, and
So,
so traffic's not bad.
when you go on those 3 to 4 day trips, how many miles do you throw down in a day?
Well, like I said, this last year, uh, we were gone 3 nights. We done it's like 15, close to 1,600 miles.
About 600?
No, 1,600.
1,600.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to picture in my head rings around from where we're at to see how far you get out. Have you ever done more like 7, 8, 900 in a day?
Oh, yeah. There was a group of us. That's like four of us, about 7, 8 years ago. Took off, and I think the first 2 days we were doing a little over 600 mile days. Um, one day I think it was at close to 700. and that's when we went up. We done the entire Blue Ridge Parkway, done the Shenandoah Valley, which I think they call it Skyline Drive.
Yeah.
Took that all the way up into Front Royal is where that Skyline Drive ends. Uh, and then we come back down through Manassas, Virginia, back around by Appomattox, Virginia. Yeah, it was, and that was in 3 days too. That was a lot of riding and hard riding.
Yeah. I've ridden from here to Myrtle Beach in the same day, ridden from here to Daytona and back, as I did all my miles in the same day. And I was on the interstate. When you do it, you're more off road, or not
Oh,
off road, but back
we're
road.
back roads. We're back roads the whole way. The only time we hit an interstate is if it's just a necessity.
Mm.
Other than that, we're back roads. But I'll be honest with you, I'd rather do. Now, trust me, my 600-mile day or 500-mile day doing the back roads is going to take a hell of a lot longer than your 600-mile run down to Daytona as far as time. But as far as the comfort of the ride, mine's a hell of a lot better than what yours is, because getting on that interstate for 600 miles sucks.
It ain't bad. I didn't
Yeah,
mind it at all.
I hate running on the interstate. There's a bunch of idiots is on the interstate.
When I went down, Myrtle Beach, I don't even remember any really like traffic that was anything to talk about. I don't think there was very many cars at the same time. On the way down to Daytona, Jacksonville is when it got a little hairy because there were so many cars. And on the way back home, I had to go through Atlanta around 1.
Oh, oh,
And it wasn't as bad as what you think. Traffic was continually moving. I mean, it was probably moving about 50, 55 miles an hour, but it worked. I mean, I got home. As soon as I seen the Tennessee border, I knew how fast I could go to make it there pretty quick. So,
yeah, it's funny when you see your state line, you seem to speed up.
yeah, I sped way, and it was cold. I was cold that entire ride and a little miserable. But I mean, I made really good time. So I'm kind of worried about going back down there and hoping it's not going to be cold on the first.
Well, you got to remember it's in March. And I mean, it's going to be nice when you get midway through Georgia, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's got that potential to still be pretty cold when you leave Tennessee or as you're leaving Tennessee.
Yeah. Like when I left, I went Pellissippi and got on 40 and I jumped off on Lenore City exit, got gas and jumped off. And then I had to stop at the next rest area down by Athens. I had to go inside and warm up because I was cold. And it's like once I got closer, as I got closer to Chattanooga, I could tell it was warming up. Once I hit Chattanooga, I was like, "Ooh, this is good. I'm good to go now." And then just dropping out of the mountains, it got better and better. So
Man, highlight Michael H's comment. He rode from Tennessee to South Dakota in 1 day.
what part of Tennessee?
Well, I don't care what part of Tennessee you're in, it's still at least 1,700
No,
miles.
no, I'm curious because it's 22 hours for us to ride from here to South Dakota. So that was booking it.
Oh,
I don't even think I could. I wouldn't have been able to do it that time. Let's see. He got another one up. Last time I rode out to Daytona, it was 28 degrees in Tennessee. Time I passed it, Macon, it was in the 60s.
yeah, which that's probably about right.
Well, I don't have heated gear, so
He went from Dayton, Tennessee to Sioux Falls.
damn.
Damn.
Yeah,
I'm
that
sorry.
that's
I'm
that's a
sorry,
haul.
Michael H. I don't think I want to ride with you.
No, that's like some hardcore pounding right there. I
I don't think I can do that.
I may be able to throw 1,000 in a day. May because it was 6:46, I think, to where I was staying in Daytona, and when I got back to Tennessee, if it wouldn't have been cold, I could have done another 3, maybe 400 miles easy and been perfectly fine. But you never know. Sometimes it'll creep up on you with cramps. Those things suck. You keep pickle juice in your bag for cramps.
I actually don't have issue with cramps.
My knees started cramping 20 miles from the house down there in Daytona. Yeah. Oh, I was miserable. I was afraid if I got to a stoplight, I was probably going to fall over because I could not feel my feet.
No, I have been there. There's times when I've pulled up and stopped for the day or whatever. It's like I just have to sit there for a minute before I start trying to climb off of it. And I'm literally climbing off of it.
Well, I mean, the funny thing is, when I left here, I went gas station, rest area, gas station, pretty much the whole way down. Just because I wasn't really in a hurry. I was just going. On the way back up, it was gas station, had to stop at a rest area to put on my Gore-Tex from the military over top of my leathers because it was cold, and got on the road and didn't stop again until gas station, home or gas station, rest area, and then I got home. Or no, I had one more gas stop, then I got home. So I could have easily gone gas station to gas station on the way home, no problem. I just stopped that one time because closer you got to the house, colder it was getting. So
Hey, that is something that I'm trying to remedy now because, I make no bones about it that I don't like to ride in cold weather. I just don't like to ride in cold weather. The older I get, the worse that is. Well, so my
yeah.
wife bought me some heated gear.
Oh wow.
And so I'm anxious to try that out. If it ever quit raining long enough,
Yeah, you might get your chance tomorrow or
I got to work
Saturday.
tomorrow.
Oh,
I'm not retired yet.
well, I mean, seeing how your birth certificate was on scrolls, I mean, I figure you'd be retired by now.
I thought I was going to get to retire after Tuesday night, but I didn't hit a freaking number one on that damn Mega Million.
Did anybody win it?
No, I don't think they did.
Yeah, it means I got something I need to go do tomorrow too. After I
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
up my bike. So yeah, my bike's in Hard Luck Cycles right now, getting tires swapped and 3-hole oil changed. He was wanting me to actually ride it up there today. I went up there yesterday and dropped the tires off. I was like, "Hey, bud, you do realize it's 90% rain all day tomorrow?" He's like, "No, it ain't. It's 64 degrees." And he went and looked at the radar. He goes, "Oh shit, my bad." He said, "I just saw the 64 degrees."
Oh,
He's like, "Yeah,
tell,
bring it up and just I'll leave it in here and I'll get it done and call you on Friday to come get it."
hey Corey, that's actually funny.
Social security number is all zeros and a one. Uh, yeah, just trying to glance over these comments because I got sidetracked in myself and quit looking at them. So, for everybody that just came on, did y'all get to see the pictures of DDK in his younger days? If you did not, just hit no and I will replay them. DDK's like, yeah, those were the days, man. I can't believe that building's still standing.
Yeah, well, that's when men were men. I don't
Yeah,
know what this generation is.
I have an iron butt and a soft tail. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we have several that have not seen it. Okay, so everybody make your screens big so you can see the pictures. There's a lot of digging for these pictures, and I found them. DDK in the Civil War. DDK helping the guys build the Empire State Building. And this is the day after DDK helped make the first Harley. He loved it so much, he had a dealership. You're lucky I couldn't figure out how to make those gray.
No, no, Mike. I'm not a boomer. I'm a Gen X, which means we just don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. The Gen X, don't give a shit.
Yep.
Oh Lord. So I really want to ask a question. Kind of want to ask a question, but I don't want it to go out sort of like speculation. It's more of a God, how can I ask this? I'm trying to figure out how to ask this where I don't sound like a major a-hole. Are you one of the people that's all souped up and just like chewing your fingernails off, waiting to see what Harley Davidson releases?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. Good. We got a lot in common because
Nope.
they need to release their parts for their older bikes instead of new ones.
Yeah.
And
Look,
paint schemes.
I'm like anybody. I like to see new models, see what's coming out new, if there's some new technology or the paint schemes. But no, I don't get all giddy about waiting
Yeah.
on Harley to release their next product.
Well, I mean, the paint schemes they've dropped already are kind of crappy in my opinion. I don't like the colors.
I don't. Of the ones I've seen so far this year, I've not been a huge fan. I do like the Apex. It's
Apex
different.
was Apex was already out though.
Well, this is true. Yeah, but it's a
I don't classify that one in one of the
23.
new paint jobs.
Yeah, but it's a 23 model. I
Yeah.
don't think they call it a 22, do they? When it came out, yeah, maybe they did call it a 22. Moose can tell us.
So if you go on my Instagram, you can share me starting a war with Harley Davidson, and you can go and tag all your complaints, hashtag in dealer territory, and let's start a movement to make them realize they need to get actual
What
people in there to know what they're
what
doing.
what I don't understand is the fact that you've been able to find the part at other dealerships, but under Harley's new guidelines, another dealership cannot send you that part.
Yeah, and here's the thing, because I asked Bootlegger, I said, "Can y'all get it? We pay y'all, and y'all order it, and them ship it to you, and I come get it." No, we don't know them. They won't work with us. They're like, if we know them, we can do that, but we don't know any of these guys. And it's like,
I say,
you kidding me?
what my thing is Harley's making the same amount of money. What does it matter?
They would be making more money because right now I would have a cruise control on my bike because I'd have bought it from a place in California or what was it,
But
Kansas, Oklahoma,
But
Texas had it.
Utah Harley was a big one that used to send out parts.
Yeah, and Sir Dyke was in Missouri, and dude, they were so freaking awesome. I mean, they got the parts out fast. They kept you up to date every step of the way too.
And like I said,
So
I just don't understand that whole mindset. Is to no, we're not going to allow dealerships to send parts to people.
yeah, because okay, I get the whole if we lose control of our parts and people buy them up and put them on the interwebs, then they can raise the price of the cost, which is going to cause just straight headache right there. I get that. I agree with Harley on that. They should keep their parts through their dealers, but their dealers, it's not hard. All they got to do is say, okay, what's your VIN number? You want this cruise control? What's your VIN number? Okay, you don't have a cruise control on it. So here you go. You order that part, you take it. They have to flash it. Even if you install it, they have to flash the ECU. So that's automatically going in that you ordered it, and then it's going to register on that VIN number that you now have cruise control. Right. So if I try to go buy another cruise control, I either better have another breakout or soft tell that cruise control fits, or they just deny me the sale because they'll know if it gets wrecked and the insurance company's going to fix it. They already know dealing with the insurance company. Okay, it's wrecked. He needs another one. Let's get it over there. You know what I mean? But it's
Yeah,
common sense operation that these fools are more concerned about forcing everybody to buy the latest and greatest Harley Davidson that they have or we just won't give you parts for your own bike, then you will be forced to buy
Yeah.
it, and
Like I said,
that's
I
it's
just
kind
don't
of
agree with
garbage.
that. Like I said, I just
Yeah,
I just don't agree with it. I mean, it's not like you're buying it off Amazon or in the black market. You're buying it
yeah,
from an actual Harley Davidson dealer. So my thing is that ain't no different if you go over here to Bootlegger Harley and buy a part and then take it home and put it on eBay. It don't matter. You bought the part. You can do with it what you
yeah,
want. They got
yeah.
their money.
But I mean, they can keep you from buying 50 of those parts, though.
Well, no, that's just asinine.
Yeah, because there are
Well,
going to be some people that do that. Some people will go to
well,
different dealers and try, but if they link it to VIN number of the customers, all that crap goes out the window. See, Michael H says, "Well, for me, the rear rotors for my trike have gone from October to February, which are ordered in August. So naturally, the dealer and I side just to get set from drag instead." Yeah, see, I ordered my cruise control in December, and when I ordered it, it was the second or third week in March is when it was supposed to be shipped. Now it's all the way back to the middle of May. So yeah, I'm not too happy with them. uh, I could easily go and buy the part off eBay if there's one on there. I found well, I was actually sent one that was in can't remember if it was Connecticut. It was one of those states over there, and the guy was pretty much wanting exactly what I paid for mine. But yeah, I could go and do that, but what about the guys that, I have a platform that I have a voice. Even though my voice is small right now, I still have a voice. And shouldn't I use that voice to help everybody that doesn't have a voice or a platform to speak on to get Harley to wake up and actually say, okay, y'all can order parts from other dealers. It's okay.
but for years you were able to. That's a new development.
Yeah.
And I just I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't like it. I just
I
look
don't.
it. That's my thing. Look, if you go over to your local Harley Davidson dealer and they say, "Look, we can't get this part for a month," okay, fine. You should be
Yeah.
able to order that part from another dealer.
Yeah. Who has it in stock? Okay. This place
Yeah,
has it. All right. Call them, pay them, ship it.
yeah.
No big deal. But I mean, even the fact that Bootlegger couldn't even get the part from one of the other, one of the other dealers that actually had it was kind of sad because I did learn that every dealership gets audited by Harley Davidson. They take all their shipping receipts and they audit everything. And if they have something going, a actual part going to a private address, they get a fine for it.
Hmm.
And I didn't know that. I just happened to learn that from a dealer I talked to, and they would love to sell me the part. And I even tried to go and say, okay, what if I just, you charge me for the part, kick in $40, take it out, you keep the $40, take the part, go to the post office and drop it in the mail for me. So I then Harley don't know crap. No, well, we don't know nobody around here is going to do that. And I'm like, well, I'm the one taking the risk on it,
Yep.
But I mean, it's just stupid crap. I don't have to have cruise control. I'm more than capable of riding a Daytona without it, which I already know I'm not going to have it for Daytona again. But I mean, I can go up to Daytona no problem with it. I don't have to have it. It's one of those luxury items.
Yeah, it is.
It's more right now. It's more personal and me trying to help all the Harley customers, and a lot of people are not getting it because they have the latest and greatest. But in 6 years, you're going to be sitting in the same boat when Harley does the same crap. So it's either band together now and keep it from happening then, or I'll be sitting here like I tried to tell you.
Well, not to rub it in, but cruise control really is not overrated.
I don't think it is. I mean, I would like to be able to drop my hand without slowing way down and about getting ran over. Ran over. That kind of sucks in Florida doing that.
I do enjoy cruise control.
And nobody asked you, Miss Hellbilly. It's personal now. I'm going to war. And hells, you calm your tits too. uh, yeah, I just want it to give my hand a break. Typically around here when we go riding, I'm not going to use it because we're not really in a situation where I can use it the entire
Not
time.
most of the time, not around where we're at.
And you know, Ray, if he's leading, then you definitely don't want to use it because if you ain't paying attention, you might go screaming right by him. Hush, noggin. I told you. I just explained it. It's the bigger picture. It's the bigger picture. He's going to be in the same boat and he'll end up being in the same spot, wondering how come he can't get parts and being mad over it. So, yeah, snake venom. I tried to do that, and they didn't want to put it in a box and put my address on it and take it to the post office and drop it off and keep the change. I tried. Sad, ain't it? I think Sir Dyke, I think they actually used to do that. I think they actually contacted the other dealerships that had it in stock and picked it up from them and then got it there and shipped it out to the person. Let's see, we got 701 Traveler. When I met you, I rode from Fort Dodge to Oak Ridge, 900 and change. It wasn't so bad. Now, it's I can do it. It's not the fact that I needed the ride. It's just something I want, but it's the fact of how they're doing all their customers. Because I'm not the only one with this on back order. Like I said, there's a guy that had it on back order since September, and it was supposed to be delivered in, I think he says November 3rd or something like that was when it was supposed to be delivered. And now his is backed all the way out the same time as mine. So, yeah. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm being an ambassador for all of us. Mr. Hell's on two wheels.
Yeah, that was the comment I was laughing about.
Be a true statement if he wasn't riding a breakout. Yeah, well, at least I don't need NASA to help me turn my bike on now. I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, noggin getting funny now. You lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. See, attitudes like that in dealer territory won't happen. So, is there any parts that you're going to be getting on your bike next couple of weeks or this year? Any big plans?
I've already done a few projects since it's been cold weather. I changed out the front signal lights, pulled them bulbs out with some custom dynamics LEDs. Pulled it, as you can see, pulled the tour pack off, done a Hogworks quick detach kit on that. And then done the tag relocate, done a low profile tail light. I've got the little low profile bag lights I'm going to put on it. Don't really have to because I've got the filler lights, so I have signal lights when the bag's pulled off of the tour pack. But I want them on there too because I'm just worried that maybe them filler lights, the saddlebag might block a little bit of the view from the side or something. Somebody won't see me, and I ain't wanting to take that chance because people are idiots.
Yeah, they're real bad.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I had one try to come over on me. What is the name of that road? West Outer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I tried to pull out, and then they stopped because they saw me. Then once they realized I was right there, they stopped, and then they start going again. Once I'm like, what the hell? I just kind of swung wide and blew around them. Was like, told them they were number one. Let's see, Michael H. I'll honestly say one thing that has gotten me to hold off on buying a Sportster S is the way how parts are ATM.
At the minute or moment.
Oh, at the moment.
Yeah, it wasn't the ATM you were probably thinking of.
No, I was thinking the one that spits out the green things. And my bad. I need to go ahead and retract my statement. Noggin uses NASA, Hells uses SpaceX. So just to clarify that, my bad. He's a SpaceX guy. So I know we have another event pretty close to us. Have you ever been to? It's called the June Bug Boogie.
Uh, no, I've never gone up to the Boogie.
Yeah, I
I
hear that's a party rally.
Well, that is straight up a wild party rally.
Yeah.
Uh, I've known people that's gone and told me some stories, and it's I just never just hadn't had the opportunity to go and check it out. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not like I'm dead set on going up there. I just haven't.
Are you going to the Loretta Lynn thing?
No, probably not. Um, no, it's like I said. Once again, don't have anything against that either. Just, eh, I'm not big on rallies. I mean, there is a couple of rallies that pique my interest. And of course, obviously, Sturgis,
For the riding.
oh yeah, because that's my
Yeah.
thing is I want to go where there's decent riding
Yeah.
because that's what I'm going for is for the riding. The nightlife party and stuff. Having a drink with your friends. I mean, that's fine too. But the biggest reason I want to go is for the riding. And then there's uh, the one in Texas. What is it called? Lone Star Rally? Is that what it's called? Can't
There's a
remember.
couple. I don't know which one you're talking about.
I may not even be saying the right one because I know they had the Republic of Texas, the ROT, the Rock Rally. Uh, I think that's one of them. And then you got the one. What's the one that's up on the East Coast?
Yeah.
California?
Snake
No, it's
Venom,
California.
I think it's wanting to know when the June Bug Boogie one is. I think it's in June.
It's usually first part of
I
the
think there's
summer.
two
I
of them.
mean, early. They were doing a late spring, early summer, and then a fall. I don't know if they still are or not.
Yeah.
They may be.
I hadn't really seen post up since COVID happened too. So I know they're still
Yeah.
doing it, but I personally do not know the dates. And I don't remember the Lorena Lynn's dates either. I think they're, I want to say March, but
I thought it was May for the Loretta Lynn.
oh God, you're so bad, Miss Hellbelly. Stop it. um, hey, look who it is. It's Chris Venus. He missed all the fun. He's gonna have to back it up. Yeah, there we go. 18th to the 21st of May. I
Yeah,
think
May.
May.
I thought it was in May.
Yeah. For some reason, I was thinking March. I don't know why. Yeah, it's May because um, Myrtle Beach is around that time. Should be like the week. It should be the week before because Wind Road Therapy reached out while she was here, but I was in Myrtle Beach, so I didn't get to meet up with her. But Lord, some of these people. So
Yeah, that's the snake venom. That's the one I was talking about up on the East Coast, Laconia.
Laconia,
I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but
Laconia.
eh,
Well, you got Laconia. What was another one? Maricade. There's another one too. I can't remember the name of it. It's one in Maryland. I can't remember the name of it. There's several other ones over there. So what else you got planned? What you got planned for your channel this year?
well, that's kind of an interesting question there because I've never really had a plan for it to begin with. It's a I've had the channel for a long time. The only reason why I've got a channel is because they wouldn't let me never make comments unless I had a channel. And, I like to make comments.
So who was that?
Do what?
Who wouldn't let you make comments?
YouTube. Unless at that time it made me have to sign up for a channel to be able to leave comments.
Hmm.
And
Well,
so
I
I've
mean,
heard.
there had to been something there to make you actually start putting stuff up.
Well, I mean, I had the channel, wasn't doing anything with it, and then I thought, well, I, I ride some really nice roads.
Yeah.
You ride those roads too. I was like, man, I'm just going to start filming some of these roads that I ride just to show people what it looks like around here where we ride, and see if we can get them interested.
Yeah, it's funny when we first met online because you was like, I'd say where I lived at, and you're like, dude, that's the same street I live on. And in that one video, I was because I knew you lived in Clinton, and that's as far as I went. But on that one video where I went through Clinton, I was like, yeah, DDK is gonna be like, dude, you just passed my house. And he told me when I passed your house, I'm like, dude, that's my street. What the hell?
And I remember that one you put out. I don't remember if I texted you or what, but I told you, I said, yeah, 6 minutes, 23 seconds of your video. That's my house.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I know exactly where that is.
Yeah.
It's good times. I mean, it's a small world. A lot of people you wouldn't
But
meet
but
if it wasn't for YouTube. They're like lifelong friends.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Shit, I never would have met you or Ray's or Dallas or Drew, Bill, Joe. I mean, any of them guys. I wouldn't met any of them. And I've
So
got, just talking in the side chat and stuff with people. I consider all of them friends.
I kind of feel where to go. I kind of feel like Chris Venus is the new Moto Noggin. There's no reason to hype a fight that's going to last less than a minute. Yeah, he's going to run up, punch you in the face, and you're going to get knocked out, and he's just going to run off because I seen him do it to that black bear the other day. It's like Noggin. He's going to line up. They're going to drop the clutches, and next thing you know, Noggin's going to have a beautiful view of the race from the back. He's sitting there like, no, I ain't. I'm going to beat him. So who do you think is going to win that race?
Well, I think it's going to be who's got big enough balls to do it.
Well,
because I'm going to tell you, look, the Sportster S is a damn fast bike. I mean, it really is. It weighs 400 pounds less than Hales. Of course, now Hales don't have a bag. I mean, tour pack and like that, so I'm sure it's a lot lighter than if it was fully dressed. But now I don't know what all Hales has done with his engine. I'm sure he's probably going to have a hell of a lot more torque and as much, if not more, horsepower than that Sportster S. I actually think a little bit of advantage is going to go to Hales because the bike is heavier, and I think it'll hook up.
Yeah, Bryce says, chill there, Lightning McQueen. Talking about Noggin. Hale says there may be a sample of what the motor can do. Guess we're going to get a teaser here.
I've been watching his Instagram posts and seeing just some shots of the bike, but that I tell you what, that exhaust is that like damn 3.5-inch pipe or what?
It's freaking huge.
I mean, it looks huge.
I can't wait to actually get down there and see it because I've actually heard it running and I've seen it. So I know what is going on there for relatively the most part. And God, is that like a work of art? It really is.
Well, like I said, just looking at that exhaust on that picture he put on there, that's the first thing I noticed was that gigantic diameter exhaust on there. Maybe that was just an illusion, the way the picture was taken, but it just looked.
Oh, no, I agree. It looked like a cannon on the side of the bike.
It did.
Corey says if what he said is true, it's a 128. That should be good for 145 plus horsepower and torque. Yep, which is already more than what Noggin's got. So, yeah. XAM Biker says, I think Noggin will dump the clutch and kill it.
Oh, so Hales is saying it's a 3-inch into the 5-inch.
Yeah, 3 into 5. That's still.
Yeah, it definitely looked, that's the reason why I said 3.5-inch, because that's just from the picture, it looked like at least 3-inch.
What in the heck is stock? Like 1 inch, 1.5?
It's like an 1 3/4 or something like that.
Yeah, it's not very big. So, I mean, that 3 inches to 5 inches is freaking huge.
Yeah, like I said, it looked gigantic. That's the first thing I noticed was the
What's up, Ghost
exhaust.
Eagle? Yeah, it's a beautiful picture.
But like I said, and also go back, I think the Hell's bike being a little bit heavier, I actually think it'll hook up better than the Sportster S will.
Um, mm,
Yeah, I think it will.
I think we may see smoke from that bike a little bit, and it's not because it's like burning oil or nothing like that. I think it looks like a beast, so it might, never know. But
It'll be an interesting race, and that I really, to be honest with you, think could go either way because, like I said, not to pat Noggin on the back, because I don't have anything against the sports race. I just like to talk shit to Noggin about it. But it is a wicked fast bike.
well, I mean, I may feel bad for him if he loses, and my 103 might try to take out that Sportster S. I might get out there and do it. I don't care. It's just for fun for me.
Well, it from everything I've seen, it's just for fun for Noggin and Hales too.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just
Oh
having a
yeah.
good time with it.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot fun, and getting around everybody. Everybody actually there together. It's going to be a different dynamic completely. You heard the D&D. This pipe is way louder. So yeah.
I'm anxious to see a video.
Oh, I know this little turd ain't talking shit right now. Or use that 103 as a boat anchor. Keep it up, Noggin. I may have the front tire.
That 103 runs just fine. I don't know why I keep wanting to up it, but look, the 103 is a good engine. It's a good engine. It don't run like a 110 or a 114 or anything like that, but it's a good engine.
Yeah. See, I kind of feel like my bike, it runs like, to me, it kind of runs stronger up here on the cold days. But when I was down there, it was running way harder because of the oxygen. Being closer to sea level, you're going to have more oxygen than what we do up here. And all right, one more smart ass comment. You're going in timeout, mister. And you too.
And she did it too.
Yeah, so I mean, Noggin, I don't really think he knows what his bike will do because he's up in elevation, ain't he?
He is up in elevation.
And depending on how many times he's ridden it, he may notice a difference when he gets down.
You can always retune it when you get south.
Well, I mean, I didn't retune mine, but I felt like it was way stronger down there.
But what I'm saying is, I mean, you can retune
it. Yeah. So now he's picking on Nori. He says, ask Nori how the 103 is compared to our bikes. There's a reason he's going home to get his ST. No, they're never going to live it down. They're just hating on an awesome paint job. So you're going to be here holding down the fort while I'm down there in Daytona having all the fun. So
yeah,
I guess I'm gonna be that prick, and I'm gonna send you pictures.
Well, that's what I told you when you went down for October, and you did send some. Send pictures.
I don't remember.
If there's no video or pictures of it, it didn't happen.
Sometimes there don't need to be videos or pictures. Fortunately for one of these two guys, that video is going to be out there. They ain't going to want it to be.
Like I said, they're just, I mean, it's all in fun. I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed watching that banter back and forth between the two of them. I really like Noggin's, imitation of Hales with the whole mask. That was actually funny.
Yeah, Noggin, he can dish it out as well as he can take it, so that's good.
Yeah.
He's going to have fun. We're all going to have fun down there.
Yeah.
And, yeah, Oh yeah, we got all that crap's on the down low. So anybody that's wanting to see that's going to have to contact me because there's going to be a spot, where we're not going to bring attention to ourselves in Mexico while we're there. So anybody that's wanting to do that, you need to message me on Instagram. That way I can put y'all in a folder and hit y'all up with the info when we get down there and get it actually locked in. But it is happening one way or the other. And there may not be no people there. There's
You
going
you
to be.
just depending on when it goes down, you just need to FaceTime me so I can watch it live.
Yeah, actually, no, we're not going to have any cell phones because this has been talked about way too much. And certain agencies they like to use stuff against you. So, um, yeah, we don't want them spoiling all the fun. And somebody's going to be getting out some you daddies, which is going to be quite entertaining. So we've already been on for an hour and 2 minutes. Can you believe that?
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah. Well, I always like keeping my lives short. That way the algorithm, kind of is my friend
Yep, I
a little
understand.
bit. But I always let the guest have like their final thought. So I'm gonna turn it over to you, and you can say whatever you want.
Ah,
It's your floor.
no, I just appreciate you having me on. It's odd being on this side. Oh wow, that's different. But like I said, it's just odd being on this side of the camera. I'm used to watching everybody else and jumping in that side chat and talking a whole lot of crap to everybody. Uh, so it's like I said, it's different being on this side of it. Uh, but I guess the biggest thing is just I want everybody to go out and enjoy this year and ride them bikes and have a good time, make some memories, and just be safe. And that's it.
Well, I like that. Yeah, one thing before I go, XAN. No, technically there's no sponsor tonight, but if you look up in the top of the chat, maybe in the description. I don't remember if I put it there. Tonight's sponsor really is the Tweedledee Teespring site where you can pick up your own Tweedledee shirt. No promo codes. There's no crap. What do they call that? Man, I'm forgetting words. I'm not making anything off these shirts. Maybe a couple cents. So these guys are kind of. I feel like they're high, and I wasn't going to pass that on to everybody else. So I pretty much cut all mine down, so I don't really gain any money off of any of these sales. So if y'all want to support the channel and wear some shirts, you can head over there. Actually, let me see if it's still on here. Yeah, there you go. You can go to that link right there and pick up your own shirt. There's Tweedledee shirts and the Tweedledee show. The Tweedledee show shirt. And I guess what I'm going to do is you stay on. Don't you go nowhere. And you hadn't noticed the banner running across the bottom the whole time.
Ah, shit. No, I didn't. You're an ass.
You love it.
Hey,
Anyways,
I dish it out all the time. I got to be able to take it.
yeah, what's bad is you know where I live, so I couldn't go too hard. But everybody, I would love it if y'all could get on board with this hashtag in dealer territory. Try to make Harley better for the customer so we can order from parts from other dealers. And if you want to do Beyond the Microwave, hit me up on the Instagram, Tweedle_D_TN, and I'll give you a link to Google Drive, and you can send it to me. We'll get a whole thing. I'm about to go custom with the intro and outro to each person. and it might end up going somewhere where it has to be its own channel. So then it's all going to leave. But it's something fun. I kind of want to get everybody doing, just to have some fun. And with that being said, I guess I'm going to bounce, and I will see y'all next week. Yeah. I'll be here next week.